All right, welcome to Desiree's Norwex party. We are going to have fun. We're going to play bingo. We're going to play backwards bingo, which backwards bingo is super fun. We start with a blank card. So does everybody have their blank card?
Yes.
Okay, Kaylee, you got your card?
I didn't get that. I was trying to look for it.
Okay, just grab a piece of paper and draw a 4x4 grid on it.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be fancy. Three lines, 16 squares. That's what you want. So we are going to fill this out together. Okay, as we go through, I'm going to show you a picture. You get to write that anywhere on your bingo board. And then at the end, everybody will have their own individual bingo card and we will play bingo. Okay, so we are going to kick it off with, oh, you can't even see that one, can you? A little Norwex magic. That is our first square. So write that anywhere on your board. Write Norwex magic. That'll be our first square. So this is my science lesson. So Norwex is an amazing microfiber that can remove 99.9% of bacteria with just water alone. So when you look at the back of disinfecting wipes or a lot of your all-purpose cleaners, and they say spray, wipe, let sit for 10 minutes, depending on what you're using, and then clean it with water again. Okay, that takes a really long time to clean, right? You're like, okay, I got to clean my counters. I got to use this disinfecting wipe. I got to keep it wet for 10 minutes, and then I've got to wash it clean with water. Or I can grab this cloth that is going to remove 99.9% of bacteria with just water alone. I wipe it and I'm done. Okay, that is going to save me a ton of time. Now, how can this cloth pick up 99.9% of bacteria with just water? There are three things that make it just kind of a magical cloth. The first one is how fine the fibers are. You guys ever grabbed a microfiber cloth, Target, Dollar Tree, Walmart, whatever, and it sticks to your fingers? And you're like, ooh, gross, nastiness. A lot of people don't like microfiber. They're like, nope, can't handle the texture. Yuck. I don't want to be there. Norwex microfiber is super, super dense. So a regular microfiber is 1/6 the diameter of a human hair. Norwex microfiber is 1/200th the diameter of a human hair. If you unraveled this cloth, it would go all the way around the planet twice. That is how much fiber is in this cloth. Okay, very, very dense. So you don't get that stick to your fingers thing, which is nice. But because it is so fine and so dense, you can actually like have a stain in your shirt. You can grab this cloth, you can rub it, and it will pull stains out of your shirt because these fibers can get in between the other fibers of something that you're cleaning. The second thing that is so cool about it is the way those superfine fibers are woven. So a disinfecting wipe, a paper towel, your kitchen cloths, they're all woven in the shape of a circle. That's just how fibers are done. They're circles. And now, can you pick up something with the circle? It doesn't work, right? You can slide it, you can smash it, but you cannot grab it. Norwex is actually woven in the shape of a star, so it has fingers. So as you're moving this cloth across your surface, you have millions of little fingers that are grabbing and holding on to things, and they don't want to let it go until you take it over your sink and wash it away. The third thing that makes this cloth so special is what we call backlock. Are you guys familiar with microsilver? Have you ever heard of that before? Okay, so microsilver is a natural antimicrobial antibacterial agent. Hospitals use it. It's the goop they put on newborn babies' eyes. They use it for burn victims. When people have bed sores, they put a silver cloth on them. It helps them to heal. So it's actually embedded in the fibers of this cloth. You can't wash it out. It's part of the fibers. After you use your cloth, you're going to use it. You're going to rinse it out really good, wring it out, hang it to dry. All of the cloths have a handy dandy little tag that tells you what the cloth is and works great for hanging it. As this cloth dries, that microsilver goes to work purifying this cloth. It kind of acts as birth control for bacteria, destroys the bacteria, the mold, the mildew, all the things that make your cloth stinky and nasty and gross so that you can use it over and over and over again without having to wash it every day. So that's really helpful when you have a family with kids and you're like, I wipe the table after breakfast. And by the time I go use the same cloth for lunch, it smells and I don't want to use it again, right? Don't have to worry about that. This cloth's not going to get nasty and gross. So I told you how cool it is. I want to show you how cool it is. I have got some protein test swabs here. I get these from a health inspection company. This is what health inspectors use when they go in to test a restaurant for cleanliness. Okay. So I'm going to show you how this works. Green is clean. Purple means that there's proteins there. Okay, the surface is dirty. Oh, did I crack that already? Maybe I did. All right. Our cutting board is clean. It's green. It's what we want to see. Now we're going to add in some protein. So got my beautiful piece of dinner. Gotta love having raw chicken. You would think with how much I rub raw chicken on plates, that's really kind of gross, that I wouldn't eat a lot of chicken, but I ate a ton of chicken. All right, so I'm going to take this green one and show you what happens in the presence of proteins. So when there are proteins present, this little bad boy is going to turn purple, okay? We don't want to see that. So now we're going to take my cloth. This is just wet with water, and I'm going to wipe this down. So just like I would if I was wiping my counter, it's about all you're going to get out of me. New test swab. Make sure we test it really good. All the places. And you can see that that instantly turned green. Pretty cool, right? Just clean that with water. Now, what if I took my cloth and I cleaned up something nasty like chicken or egg or something and I kept cleaning? Okay. I actually have a demo with disinfecting wipes showing that you can wipe the surface. It smears it around. It'll pick up some, but it smears around a lot. I can take my EnviroCloth, I can wipe it one time and pick up all that nastiness. I can come back and wash it again with that same disinfecting wipe and it will put it all back on. Because disinfecting wipes can't hold on to the stuff they have. Norwex is totally different because that literally grabs and holds on to it. So we're going to test it. We're going to put this right on here. I don't know if you guys can really see that my cloth like literally tries to grab a hold of this guy. And that is stain green. Okay, those fibers are literally holding on to it and they don't want to let it go. Now, just to prove to you that this is not a trick swab, it can turn purple. We'll just test it on the chicken. There you can see, totally turns purple. Not a trick swab. I'm actually so confident that this is clean that I am willing to do this. And take a big old lick right out of the middle of that just had raw chicken on it 30 seconds ago. I've actually done that since June of 2020 and I haven't gotten sick yet. Pretty cool, right? You guys can totally unmute and talk to me. This does not have to be a only me talking thing. It's more
Okay.
fun. More fun when you talk. So
The
this
chicken
cloth,
demo has always been a favorite.
it's so fun, right?
Yeah.
This cloth has got 8 different cleaning sides, so you can clean up messes, you can fold it, you can keep on cleaning, and then all you need to do, take it over your sink, rinse it out, and then you can keep on cleaning, right? It's awesome. Okay, so that's our little magic. Our next one is windows. Somebody sent me a thing like, how do I get my windows clean? Okay, windows is one of my favorite things to talk about because it brings in a product that is probably our #1 bestseller. Everybody loves this thing. So, I don't know if you guys got pets. Maybe get doggy nose prints on your windows or toothpaste or kiddos' hand prints, all the nasty things. We're going to use butter because that's what I got handy right here. We're going to make a mess of our mirror here. Instead of having to grab a roll of paper towels, I remember back in the day when my kids, we would clean the sliding glass door and it would take like half a roll of paper towels and like a whole can of glass cleaner because they were having so much fun, right? And the whole house would smell like glass cleaner for hours. Now we take our wet EnviroCloth. Look how easy that cleaned off that butter. Okay, you can imagine dirt, doggy slobber. It's going to take it right off without a problem. So you take your EnviroCloth, you're going to clean all the dirt and grime and nastiness off with that, and then you're going to grab the EnviroCloth's best friend. This is the window cloth, the polishing cloth. You use this one dry, and this is going to give you a beautiful streak-free shine with no paper towel fluff, no streaks, just beautiful, easy, shiny, clean windows, chrome, mirrors, you name it. It is going to look beautiful and be super easy in 2 steps. Check that out. My son put googly eyes on here so you could all see a smiley face camera. Demo. So these 2 come as a basic package. Norwex has tons of packages to help save you money. We have a basic package with an EnviroCloth and a window cloth. It's a fantastic way to start by just really making cleaning so much easier for you. All right, our next square is cleaning paste. So write cleaning paste anywhere on your board.
My favorite.
Yes, this is Dez's favorite. And I will show you why. Have you got kids, Michaela?
No, but I have slobbery dogs and
Excellent.
a very spoiled cat here.
I can see that. Um, so cleaning paste is literally every parent's best friend, and not just kid parents. Like it's pet parents. I'll tell you what, my dog used to, I could see everywhere that she leaned against my walls because there would be black marks all over my walls, and where her dish would rub against the wall would get so nasty. So
Mhm.
the cleaning paste, this stuff is so cool. So it's called paste, but it is actually a dry chalk. Okay, this preserves it so that this thing can last you for years and years and years. My mom had cleaning paste, she lost it, sat in a drawer for 10 years. She pulled it open. She's like, "Can I still use this stuff?" I'm like, "Heck yeah." Totally use it. You grab your wet Enviro cloth, rub it in the paste. It doesn't take much. The cleaning paste helps you tackle all kinds of crazy things. The black marks from your vacuum leaves on the baseboards, the pet marks, the kids deciding to draw a Sharpie on your wall or crayon. The cleaning paste is going to be able to tackle those. Get rid of all of it and make it so much easier. So then you can
Mhm.
see it all in here, and this is going to rinse right out of my cloth without a problem. I'm not worried about it. The only thing I've ever had really stain my cloth is oil and paint. Like they really come clean. But you can see that that totally comes off really super easy. Um, Cleaning paste is a magic thing. We use it for our outdoor furniture. We use it to clean up shoes. My kids love to wear those white Vans. My gosh, who invented white shoes? I don't want to shoot them. Always like, "Mom, my shoes are filthy." And I'm like, grab the cleaning paste in your EnviroCloth and get them clean. And it just makes so easy. They just rub it and it all comes out. It's so nice. And it's when you do it on your walls, it's like repainting your walls almost. Your baseboards, you like wipe the baseboards and it's like, ooh, now they're white again. I love it. So cleaning paste is awesome. It's totally worth being a favorite. All right, our next one is dust. Dust is my nemesis. I hate dust. Um,
Mhm.
Going to give some dust here. Can you guys see my dust? Do, 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 do.
Oh yeah.
All right. So I don't love to dust. Actually, I dust like when my mom comes to visit. That's how often I dust. But I can get my kids to dust, which is a huge benefit to me because they think these little gloves are super fun. So this is the dust mitt. This has got that same super fine microfiber with that star-shaped weave, but it's super, super plush. So to use the dusting mitt makes life so easy. You just give it a charge, it gives a static charge, and it is going to pick up all the dust. It's going to hang out right in here when you clean your ceiling fan blades and they're super dirty, right? And you wipe one and it's like covered in dust. Just grab the rubber brush. You can take this over to the garbage can. You can knock the dust right out of it. You can see there's my dust coming back on my table here. And then you can just keep on cleaning. That rubber brush is going to automatically put that static charge back in. So it makes it super easy to keep cleaning. Another cool thing with the dusting mitt, my kids use this for the sandbox. We got a big sandbox in our backyard, and I have a dusting mitt that just hangs at the back door. They come in, they wipe their feet and their hands with the dusting mitt. It shakes out of the dusting mitt super easy, and I don't get sand tracked all through my house, which is heaven sent because cleaning sand off the floor is terrible. Um, you can get this wet and clean your window screens. So after you've taken your EnviroCloth and your window cloth and you got your windows all beautiful and shiny and they still look dirty because the screen's dirty, get this bad boy wet, rub the screen, and it's like the whole thing's done. So awesome. So the mitt is fun. The mitt is great. You can use it both sides. You can clean both sides of your blinds at the same time. But sometimes we have those hard to reach places. And so we have this awesome tool. This is an Enviro wand. This is going to tackle that hard to reach. Get up. You know, this one bends and flexes, so you can do those ceiling fan blades really easily. You can do the top and bottom at the same time. The handle pops off and hooks to our mop handle, so you can have a super high extension reach. And this little handle has this awesome little tool hiding inside of it. So you can clean your keyboards and in the windowsills and all those little nooks and crannies that you get pet hair in and just black stuff in that you're like, how did this get dirty? Because I can't get it clean. That's the tool that'll get it clean for you. All right. So that was dust. All right. Oh, this was a question somebody asked me. How do I clean the toilets? I have got a
Mhm.
couple tricks for you for the toilets. My number one favorite thing to do with toilets is sandpaper. 220 weight sandpaper. Chemical free, you're not having to put anything nasty in your toilets. You get it wet. You can rub all the way around the inside. You can get all the way in the nooks and crannies. It'll clean up the rings. It'll clean up the black lines. You can get down in the tube and get all the gunk out of that as well. makes it super, super easy and super fast to clean your toilet. If you're not afraid to stick your hand in the toilet and clean it. I mean, you can wear gloves, right? But this is my favorite thing. Works super fast and easy. Um,
What,
yeah, go ahead.
is that newer? I don't recall. I don't remember
This
that.
is not a Norwex product. This is just from Home
Oh,
Depot. This is just sandpaper.
okay.
It's 220 weight sandpaper. So it's the same weight if you've ever done like sheetrock and you had clean the mud off the sheetrock. That's
Uh-huh.
the black, has all the holes in it. That's the one I typically use in my toilet, but wood works as well. I use 220 weight sandpaper. That's the easiest way to clean your toilet. To
Oh,
keep
wow.
it clean, help keep it clean, you want to get rid of those minerals in the water. So even if you have a water softener, the salt puts minerals in the water. This is a magnet ball. Drop this sucker in your tank. It's one of those plop it in there and forget about it things. As that water sits in your tank, the magnet ball takes the minerals out of the water, and that helps prevent the black lines coming down, and it helps to prevent the ring buildup because you don't have the minerals in the water that's causing that, which
Hmm.
is lovely. So this just takes a whole lot of cleaning time out of there because the toilet doesn't get as dirty and don't have to clean it as often. Norwex does have a fantastic toilet brush. There's some cool things about this sucker. One, the top comes off and you can dump in the super concentrated bathroom cleaner. And then you don't ever have to worry about where's my toilet bowl cleaner because it's right there sitting in your wand. This shows you how much you've got left. I use 2 squirts, so you just push this same button and it dispenses right out of the center. So I'll just hit once and then twice on the other side. Scrub, scrub, scrub. It's good to go. It has both scrubby bristles and silicone bristles. The silicone bristles shine your toilet, so it scrubs and shines at the same time. And then the whole thing has got backlock in it, so it's not going to get that stinky, nasty, gross building up of bacteria and stuff. It's going to purify itself as it's drying. So that's really handy when I'm working on the toilets. That's what really makes toilets easy, guys. Those little things right there. Sandpaper is the bomb.
One of the things I remember from years ago that was demonstrated at the very first party I went to, and they said that you could totally, not that we in our right mind could do this, but with the cloth, we could clean our toilet bowl, and then if we wanted to go and clean the kitchen counter, because it's uh the silver in it is fast acting, but
Yeah.
not that in our right mind we could do that.
No, and I have customers who are like, "Well, no, I can just will use one cloth," and I'm like, you
Let's
can, but you don't have to.
right.
I have a yellow colored one for my toilets. That's the
Yeah,
toilet cloth. Any other color can be used anywhere else in the house, but the yellow ones are for the toilets. Uh,
perfect.
so yeah, when I clean my bathrooms, I actually start with the dusting mitt and I'll wipe everything down with the dusting mitt, and it's going to grab all the toilet paper fluff, all the hair, and just makes, I mean, it makes the whole bathroom look clean, just like literally dusting it. Before, because if you go in and you start tackling your toilet with this sucker, it's going to grab all that fluff, and it is so hard to get out of this cloth. And then you're like, crap. And then you're like leaving hair, and it's just nasty. But this is going to grab all of that, knock it off in
Mhm.
the garbage can, and then you can fine clean it with this one. So I'll do that. I'll dust everything. I'll even dust off the toilet and then start at the top with my Enviro cloth, wipe everything down. I polish everything with the window cloth, and then I scrub my toilet with my sandpaper, and then I wipe the outside of with it with my cloth. And literally, I can scrub the whole bathrooms in like 5 minutes and be done.
Nice.
So makes it really easy. Well, speaking about bathrooms, let's talk a little bit about showers and tubs. So do you guys have tile? Do you have porcelain? What do you got in your showers and tubs?
I think mine's porcelain and tile.
Okay.
I think I have tile in one, and then is the hallway porcelain? Oh, okay. They're both tile.
Oh, cool. Sweet. Okay. So for tile, I like to use the mold and mildew stain remover. Okay. This is an enzyme-based cleaner that you spray it on there and then let the enzymes kind of do the work. They'll help to restore the grout, bring back that color, get rid of the red and the orange that has a tendency to build up on tile. It makes it really easy to just walk away, like spray it, literally go do everything else in the bathroom, come back and scrub it. When I use this, I will typically come back and scrub it with a Sperry sponge This is a scratch-free sponge, but it's got a lot of scrubby power to it. Or the Ultra Cloth. This is the new EnviroCloth. So it's got EnviroCloth on one side and super scrubby on the other. And it's got some sew lines in it so you can like fold it and really dig in there. That is another one that I like. And I like the, woo! I have too many things on my desk, just so you know. It's kind of chaos. This is the tub and tile scrubber. So this is just like the bathroom scrub mitt, but you can hook it to the mop handle or the small handle. So you can like just scrub. Makes it really easy to scrub the tubs without having to bend over and get in there.
Mhm.
My other favorite way to scrub the tub, you guys, I'm so lazy. You're gonna die. I like to put like an inch of water in my tub and I'll throw in, we have the Bright and White plus home cleaner, and I'll throw in a scoop of the Bright and White plus home and I'll let it sit overnight. And then I'll come in the next morning and I'll put the bathroom scrub mitt on my foot and I will just scrub the bottom of the tub with my foot and then drain the water and the whole thing's totally clean.
That's awesome.
That was so easy.
Smart, not lazy.
I'm like, right? Work smarter, not harder. We have this
Yeah.
big old garden tub and it like kills your back to lean over the thing and scrub it off. So that's how I do it. And this even works to stick it on your foot and you can scrub behind the toilet. You don't have to stick your face down there. It's a pretty handy dandy little guy. So the bathroom scrub mitt has got the dust mitt on one side and then the scrubby mitt on the other. So you can just use this one and dust everything, clean it off, flip it on your hand, and then you have the scrubby side. So that makes it really nice too. Oh, sorry. It's like story time for my kids. It's the story time alarm. All right.
All
Our
right.
next one is going to be hard water while we're hanging out in the bathrooms. Let's talk about hard water. So, have you guys ever used CLR before?
Mm-mm.
That's awesome. I'm proud of you both. Not have hard water problems. Um, where we used to live in Lehigh, we had really hard water. I didn't think we would have such hard water, but it was really bad. And I would like go in there and I was trying to clean and it didn't matter what I ever used. I like Comet, all the things. And my mother-in-law's like, here, you try this CLR stuff, is calcium live and rust, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I put that stuff down. Oh my gosh, like my eyes were on fire. I had to run out of the room. I slammed the door behind me. I go all the way outside. I'm like trying to breathe. I'm like, what have I just put in my house? And then I like take a really deep breath and I run back in and I'm like, hurry, trying to scrub it so I can go back out and breathe again. It was miserable. And like my hands were raw because I didn't have gloves on. It like tried to eat me alive. That was the nastiest stuff ever. I only used it once. I was like, this is bad stuff. But it really didn't tackle what I needed it to clean. Like it was potent. I could tell it was potent and it was eating away at me, but it really didn't tackle the calcium that was building up in my shower. But this descaler, this is a plant-based enzymes. So all of our cleaners are plant-based enzymes. So they're naturally occurring. They bring the right ones together so that they can tackle the problems. So this is just like that mold and mildew stain remover, where this one is designed to tackle that soap scum, lime scale buildup. And again, spray it on, let it sit there for 15 to 20 minutes, let those plant enzymes tackle the problem for you, and then come back and rub it off. If you got a lot of hard water buildup, because it comes on in layers, right? After I've sprayed it and let it sit, I'll take my Sperry sponge and my cleaning paste, and I'll get my Sperry sponge wet, rub it in my cleaning paste, and then I can scrub all that nastiness away. It makes it really, really easy. I like that the tools that we have just make it easier to clean, right? So we're going to save time. Instead of having to spend 3 hours scrubbing, I'm going to spray it. I'm going to walk away, do something else. I'm going to come back and spend 5 minutes scrubbing, and then I'm good to go. All right. Let's talk about floors. Floors. So, Des, you were a consultant. Do you have the mop?
I do.
You do? Do you love it?
I love it. The mop. No, not the mop. I have the do I have the mop? That base doesn't look familiar, but I do have the extender thing. I
The
haven't
handle?
used it all the time. So maybe not the mop. I thought I
Okay.
did.
Okay, so this mop has been a lifesaver for me. I used to have 5 mops. because I would mop. I would do like the Swiffer thing, and then that was super black and nasty and gross, and so I'd throw that away. And then I would pull out my spinny one, and I would use my spinny mop. And by the time I finished, the water was absolutely disgusting. And I'm like, I'm just using filthy, gross water to mop my floor. And so then I would use a steam mop and I would steam my floor, and it was taking all day to mop my floors. And in one of our houses, we had like, I don't know, 2,000 square feet of just hardwood. And literally, my husband's like, we can't do this. We can't keep mopping the floor for 3 hours and you won't let anybody walk on it. And we got 5 kids and a dog and blah, all the things. Um, so when I got introduced to Norwex, I'm like, I think I really need to have that mop. And you can use this mop. It just needs water. It holds 7 times its weight in water. So that makes it super convenient because you're not having to rinse it out. It holds on to everything. It's just like the EnviroCloth, but for your floor. So this is the tile mop pad. I have a lot of tile in my house. It's got these little scrubby lines in it, so it can help and get down in the grout. But I just put some water in the sprayer, and it doesn't need batteries or anything. You just push straight down on the handle, sprays right in front of you, and it can tackle cleaning the floors. The mop system has a dry pad as well. So this is like the dusting mitt for the floor, and this is going to pick up all the hair and the fine stuff and the crumbs. And again, you use that rubber brush, wipe it all into the garbage can, and you're good to go. So this mop is huge. So it really saves you tons of time, because a Swiffer, if you're using a Swiffer is this big, like size my hand. So it's half the size of this mop. So this is going to get your floor done in half the time, right? And you just need water. You don't need any kind of sprays. You don't need any kind of anything. And by using just water, you're going to remove the chemicals that are on your floor. And it is that chemical residue that is what causes streaks and lines and footprints. So when somebody walks across your floor, those chemicals adhere to their feet, adhere to their shoes, and that's what leaves the marks on your floor. When you're using just water across your floor, you don't have to worry about getting that. If you do get it, it's not going to be anywhere near as bad as if you're using something on your floor. So this mop, there's actually 3 ways to get this mop. You can buy it. It's worth every penny. You can have a party and earn it free or discounted. Or you can set up a consultant account and you can get the mop actually sent out to you for 10 bucks. That's what it costs to start a Norwex business. And then you just have a small sales goal and you earn it for free, along with the EnviroCloth, the window cloth, the dusting mitt, the cleaning paste, and laundry detergent. All get sent out to you for just that $9.99. So if you're interested in that, let me know, because it's the best deal. All right, our next one is going to be carpet stains. And we actually have 2 things for carpet stains, if that's something that you deal with. But my favorite one, so we have the carpet stain remover. It's pretty awesome. It's enzyme-based as well. You throw it in a forever bottle, fill the bottle up with water. It's already pre-measured for you. You're good to go. But my favorite one is the pet stain and odor remover. This is a concentrate as well. So this actually makes 3 bottles, 3 of these forever bottles. I like the forever bottles because they open and close. You can have a spray or a foam out of the same bottle. So you put this in here, mix it up. You can use it like a Febreze, right? So if you got pet odors in the air or just any kind of odors in the air, it'll help to remove those. This is enzymes as well that are going to tackle that. And then in your carpet, you can spray down the carpet. I've used it on kids' throw up. We used it on pet accidents. I've used it for all the things. Soda, all the things. This will tackle all of them. This was actually tested and designed for coyote urine, which is like the most potent urine out there. And it will get rid of the smell of coyote urine. So it's going to be able to tackle all the nasty things in there. But this is my favorite for cleaning up carpet stains. Also, it works great on laundry. I love that it's all like, can handle all kinds of things. There's nothing's in the box. Even the crystal deodorant works as like, if you have poison ivy or bee stings or insect bites, like it just all works for lots of stuff. All right. So that was carpet stains. Let's talk about laundry for a second. Okay. Laundry in 2 ways. One, got these amazing cloths. They've got that microsilver in them, right? We don't want to coat that microsilver, because if we coat the microsilver with chemicals, it's not going to do its job. The cloths are going to start to smell. They'll suddenly not be as absorbent because they can't actually do what they're supposed to do. So we don't want to be using a laundry detergent that's going to damage our cloths, right? So Norwex actually has 4 different kinds of laundry detergents. So depending on what your flavor is, what kind of laundry detergent you like to use, We have got a liquid detergent. I love this teeny tiny little bottle that is super easy to put on top of your washing machine. It doesn't weigh 30 pounds. I have an HE machine in soft water and I put in 1 squirt. I get 230 loads out of this little bottle
Wow.
because I just need 1 squirt of detergent. The one that I use the most is either the Ultra Power Plus or the Power Zyme. The Ultra Power Plus, this one is safe for all of your different kind of materials, cotton, wools, delicates, all the things. And I use 1 teaspoon of this is all that I need to do a whole. None of my loads are small. I have a family of 7. It's not small. It's like pack that machine full, right? I do not like to
Mm-hmm.
do laundry. I wonder why we have so many clothes, actually. Like, why do we own so many clothes that I have to wash them all the time? But I use a teaspoon of this. The reason you can use so little is because there's no fillers, dyes, sulfates, phthalates, optical brighteners, whiteners, bleaches, any kind of nasty things. There's nothing bad in here, nothing that is just there to take up space. If you look at the big liquid detergents, right, you get to the big box stores, typically the very first ingredient on them is water. So you're like, ooh, I bought a big thing of water with coloring in it. And then there's a whole bunch of other ingredients, which are typically fillers. And those fillers can be ground up animal fats, ground up animal bones, sheetrock dust, sawdust. They grind it up super fine. And that's what gelatinizes your uh, detergent. So you're pouring it out. It's not like really watery, right? It's kind of thick. It's because of all those fillers in there. But those fillers build up in your machines. They coat the outside of your drum. They build up in the pipes. They just wear things out. None of these detergents have any kind of fillers in them. Powerzyme is our new detergent. This just came out this year, and it's basically Ultra Power Plus with the addition of enzymes. So it's just like Ultra Power Plus on steroids. So this one works better on the stains and odors. It can get them out easier without any kind of like laundry stain remover or anything. Um, when I use this one, I use a tablespoon. So I make sure that I'm getting enough enzymes in there to do what it's supposed to do. But I really love this on my gym clothes because that polyester likes to hold on to all kinds of smells, right? Like you pull it out of the wash and it smells good, and then you put it on and you're like, run for a minute and you're like, wow, I really smell. It's like just like to hold on to smells. So the Powerzyme gets rid of that. And then we have the laundry strips as well. So we travel with these. These were actually voted Good Housekeeping's #1 best laundry detergent for travel. It's easy to get through TSA with laundry strips. They don't freak out when you're walking through with a white powder and they're like, I don't like you anymore. They don't care. You throw a couple of these in a Ziploc bag and it's no big deal. Um, you can tear them down. So this would be like if I'm doing hand washing stuff in a sink. Typically, when we're throwing it in the wash, we use a half a strip. This makes it so easy for my kids to do the laundry because they just grab a square, throw it in, they throw their clothes in, they hit play, and they're good to go. So my son is serving a mission in Guyana. He has the world's most sensitive skin. So we literally had to send him with 2 years worth of laundry detergent because it took us, oh, let's see, he was 14 before we found laundry detergent that he could use, which was the Ultra Power Plus. We went 14 years without you being able to use anything besides vinegar in our laundry.
Oh my
You
God.
can imagine why we have so many clothes because we had to buy a lot more clothes. We couldn't get the stains out. We couldn't really get them totally clean. But everything made him break out. And I had a Norwex party. I earned a bag of this laundry detergent. And I'm like, okay, we're going to give it a try. They told me it's going to work. They told me it's not going to make you break out. And it didn't. And we cried. We literally cried. We were so
Oh,
excited that we could use laundry detergent because I have all boys. And I don't have like boys that just sit around. I have boys that like play rugby and football and make messes and think it's fun to just roll in the mud. Uh, and so having a laundry detergent made all the difference to us. So we sent him with these laundry strips. Literally, it took up this much space in his suitcase and weighed less than a pound for 2 years worth of laundry detergent for him. And I don't have to
wow.
worry about him not being able to use laundry detergent while he's gone. And I we can't even really send him packages there. So I'm like, we literally had to send him with everything. Um, okay, I got a trivia question for you guys. What is something that you bring into your home that has the highest amount of toxic chemicals in it? What do you think it is?
Um, Probably like our shower cleaners or toilet bowl cleaners.
That's a
that?
really good guess. You got to guess, Michaela?
Oh, see, I was going more like, I don't know, like the soles of our shoes or something.
Shoes carry a lot of bacteria on them. They really do. But actually, the thing that we willingly bring in to our home that has the highest concentration of known harmful chemicals on it is dryer sheets. Those little
Oh.
things that we throw in there and put in our clothes, and then they get heated and fused to our clothes. Have you guys ever used essential oils? Have you heard that it takes 26 seconds for an oil to, be anywhere on your skin to be in every organ in your body, right? Same works for chemicals. Okay, so dryer sheets, our laundry detergent is on our clothes. Our bodies are cycling it all day long. Dryer sheets have ammonium compounds, those cause asthma. They have acetone, which causes dizziness and headaches. I don't know if you guys notice if you walk down the laundry aisle and like you can have a headache in like 3 seconds. And you're like, I just got to grab my laundry detergent. Oh my gosh, I got to grab something out of this aisle. Those are all sealed. We shouldn't be able to smell them, right? You walk down the aisle, you shouldn't smell anything, but you can totally get overwhelmed. Fragrance is a very deceptive word. Companies are not required to disclose how they make their fragrance, and it can hide up to 400 different chemicals. And fragrance is the number one cause for dermatitis and eczema and psoriasis. So if you've got skin issues, fragrance is probably your culprit. Ditching your products that have fragrance is going to make a big difference to you. The smell that comes from the dryer sheets when your dryer's running, you're like, ooh, I have that lovely dryer smell. Those are VOCs. They can cause respiratory illness, cancer, and asthma. And then there's fentanyl alcohol in dryer sheets too. It's freaking formaldehyde. And we'll
Wow.
wear it. And our bodies are trying to process formaldehyde, which is what's used to embalm people. Nasty.
Yeah.
We don't want to be wearing that. So ditching dryer sheets is like the easiest way to get rid of a huge amount of chemicals. Dryer balls are the easiest way to do that. They naturally soften your fabrics, so you don't need fabric softener. They help your dryer to work more efficiently because they keep the clothes separated. You can see mine are stained all kinds of funky colors. I use essential oils to make my clothes smell how I want them to smell. I have a different concoction that I use in the summertime to act as a natural mosquito repellent. I have a different ball that I use for the kids for when I wash their bedding to help them sleep. I have one that I do with like bitter orange and lemon. So my workout clothes like help to excite me and get me ready to go for the day. And it doesn't hurt your dryer balls to use essential oils on it. It's just going to change the color. But that is the easiest switch to get rid of the most chemicals in your home. All right. Our next one is going to be party perks. So, Des, tell us, what are the perks of having a party? I'll let you take the floor.
I don't know.
You don't know? Why are you having a party, girl? Because you can earn free spending money to get anything that you want, right? You get a goodie bag with fun things, right? You got that in the mail from me?
No,
You didn't?
no, that's why I'm like, I don't know. I was just
You should have gotten that by now. I
doing
will
a
check.
party for off of Justine's.
I know. Okay. So you help out your friends, which is
Yeah.
awesome. Anybody who books a party off of you, you get an item for 50% off. As your friends spend money and buy things, you earn free credits to get whatever you would like to get. You can earn free shipping. You can earn, and there's no limit to how much free spending money you can get, which is awesome. And then there's other perks. This month is some skincare perks. So when you hit certain levels in your party, you get some free skincare products as well, as with the free spending money, which is awesome. And it's
Very
fun to get to share better, safer ways for your friends to clean, right? And help them to have healthier
right.
homes. That's a perk. That's a huge perk. All right. Our next one is glowing skin. And I'm really excited to tell you guys about this. Do you guys use any kind of skincare at all?
Um,
Washing my face lotion.
Okay.
yeah.
That's me. That was
Face
me.
wash and moisturizer is all.
Okay. Perfect. When I got introduced to Norwex, we got these body and face cloths. Okay. So you use this in the shower. I use this to wash my face. I don't have to use any kind of cleansers. I just use this cloth. I don't use any kind of soap on my body. I haven't in almost 6 years. No body washes or anything, no shaving cream, just use the body cloth. You can use this, rub those legs, you can shave, you don't get razor burn. It's totally awesome. When it comes to your face, my husband, when he was a kid, severe acne, really bad. We were really worried about our boys because it's genetic, like all his brothers had it. Like we knew they were going to get it. Not a single one of them ever suffered from acne because they weren't using any kind of washes or anything on their face. They were just using the body and face cloth, and it removes the bacteria that causes acne. So this is the body and face cloth is fantastic, and it does help you to have a really nice skin. Takes away having to have a lot of things. The average woman actually uses 63 different toxic chemicals on her skin every day, whether it's between the moisturizers, the face washes, or makeup or stuff that they're using. Norwex has an amazing skincare line that covers like everything from serums to eye creams. The cool thing about the eye cream is it like you can use it not just on your bones, but all the way your lid, all the way from your bones to your eyebrows. So it helps moisturize and avoid all of those wrinkles you get along your lines, your eyes. But I want to show you guys that they are like it's called a silk gel. So it's super, super soft. It feels super great. This is not how you should put on eye cream, just so you know. Not supposed to rub. You're supposed to dab. Whatever. I rub. I'm like, this is how I do my eyes. I do that. I rub my moisturizer on. I'm good to go. We have a cleansing facial powder. So this one's awesome because it's typical Norwex fashion. You just add water. You put a little bit in there, get some water in this hand, rub it together. You get this beautiful, silky, soft soap that gives you a beautiful, deep clean. Really, really great for teenagers or if you've got really oily skin. But all of our skincare, if you're interested in trying any of it, right now is all on sale, but it's like if you buy one, you get 10% off. If you buy two things, you get 20% off. If you buy three things or more, you get 30% off. So me as a consultant, I get 35% off. You can get like almost consultant pricing, which is fantastic. And that sale is going on through the end of the month. All right, we are almost done. Our next one is kitchen, because everybody wants to know what are the best things for your kitchen. I will not try to overwhelm you. I will just show you my top three. So my number one money saver for my kitchen is these guys. These are countercloths. These are designed to replace your paper towels. The average family spends $500 a year on paper towels. My family has not bought paper towels since 2020. We bought, one allotment during COVID, right? From Costco. Got like what, 12 rolls in there or 10, I don't even know. We're still working on that package because
Wow.
a roll of paper towels lasts my family almost 10 months. So I've gotten to the point where I mark it down, I write down when we started using it inside the roll, and we see how long the sucker lasts because we have replaced those paper towels with countercloths. Countercloths will pick up a third of a cup spill. If you were using paper towels, depending on the brand, it'll take 6 to 8 paper towels to clean up that same spill. And this one, you're just going to wring it out and then keep on using it throughout the day. Norwex cloths are tested for 500 washes. So that's what they're tested for. If you wash once a week, like I tell you to, that's almost 10 years that these cloths are tested to last. Think if you don't have to buy paper towels for 10 years. You're spending $500 a year. That's a lot of money that you can save. That is a nice Disneyland trip. Well, maybe not Disneyland anymore. They just raised prices again. But a really nice trip. I would not go to Disneyland. Sorry. If you love Disneyland, I'm sorry. It's not my favorite place on earth. I would go to the beach, like the Bahamas. So countercloths are a huge, huge saver. You can use these for napkins. You can use them for the kids to wrap their hot chocolate in or their popsicles in. Again, 5 kids. I had a lot of kids stuff. All right. Do you guys bake?
Oh, yes.
Giving coming up, got pies, gonna make cookies, all the things. This cloth, you guys, this is called the netted dishcloth. This is the simplest, most deceptive little thing you'll ever use in your life. I use this to lay down in my sink. I can peel all my stuff in it. The water will run right through it. Dump it. Everything falls right out of this thing. when I bake or we bake cookies or something, get this wet. This will grab all of the flour, all of the sticky stuff, everything in like one swoop. It just grabs it all and then it just rinses super clean, super easy. You do not have to wash this one in the washing machine. You can throw it in your dishwasher, throw it on top of your dishes on the top rack, and let it out go wash in your dishwasher. So this sucker doesn't even make it to my washing machine all the time because I just wash it in the dishwasher. So it's always clean and ready to go. You can use it in for your car. You get the bugs on the front grill. You can go through that car wash 10 times. It's not going to get all those bugs off. Grab the netted dishcloth and just water, and it will take all the bugs off of your car. And it's huge, right? And you can use this for your dishes. When I wash my dishes with it, I like to just kind of roll it up, and then I'll tie it in an easy knot and tuck the ends in, and then it just creates a sponge. And then I've got a little sponge that I can use to scrub the dishes and makes it really easy. So this is like literally the cloth that my husband got sold Norwex on. We bought this because it was one of the cheapest things in the catalog. My friend had a party. I wanted to support her, so I bought something really cheap. I bought netted dishcloths. Um, and she had told us that it would get the bugs off. And he's like, well, there's bugs all over the barbecue grill. So he got it wet and he rubbed the barbecue grill and he was like, I am totally sold. What else do you want to get, dear? And I was like, well, I have this really big list. He goes, well, maybe you should have a party. And I said, okay, I'll have a party. So then we got so much stuff at the party. I'm like, I just need to sign up because we need all the things. And so we did. We signed up and we have all the things now. And we use all the things. All right. So our next one is consultant kit. I kind of told you guys about that already. My job where I get to come and help and share and give ways to make things easier and safer for people is such a blessing to me. It has been such a blessing to my family. There was 2 years that we completely relied on my Norwex income. My husband lost his job. And with our family of 7, I was supporting us just through my Norwex business. Um, I'm glad I don't have that stress on me anymore because he has a CPA business now. But for those 2 years, I did 22 parties a month and was able to pay all of the bills and keep food on the table and make so many friends. And I think that's the biggest thing because, like, as a stay-at-home mom, you kind of really feel pigeonholed. Nobody ever says, "Hey, you're awesome," or "Thanks for cleaning the kitchen." They complain that it's not clean, but it gave me an outlet. And it's just a really big blessing. So if you're interested in that, like I said, I would happy to share some information with you because it has been truly a blessing in my life. All right, our next one is specials. So we have got, like I said, the skincare is all on sale right now, which is fantastic. For you guys, I have a special for you guys. $150 in your order and you will get free shipping. So that's coming from me. So that'll automatically come off. Your shipping will automatically come off if you have $150 in your cart. Then we also have some spend and gets, and they will show up in your cart. They will say, you have a little button, it'll say view all. You can get a basic package, so the Enviro cloth and the window cloth, and also kitchen cloth and kitchen towel. And I didn't show those, but this is a kitchen towel. So you can see how big this is. Super great for drying your hands, drying your dishes. And this is a kitchen cloth. This is probably my most used cloth in my house. You can see that this has got a different weave to it than the Enviro cloth. It's not as tight. So it's easier if you're cleaning up the crumbs and the stuff from the tables. It's easier to shake this one out and let it release. So this is probably my most used cloth in my house is my kitchen cloth. But you can get a kitchen cloth, a kitchen towel, and a basic package at super great deals when you hit certain levels in your cart. And then check out for sure the packages because we have that Safe Haven 5 set, which really gives you the window cloth, Enviro cloth, the cleaning paste, the laundry detergent, and the dusting mitt. Like all the things that you need to just totally ditch 80 different products in your house and be able to clean with just water. So make sure you check out those packages and specials. All right, we got cloth care. Honey talked about laundry with your cloths, but the biggest thing with your cloths, after you use them, rinse them out really good, wring them out, and hang them to dry. Okay, don't leave them plunked in your sink like this because just like any cloth, they're going to get smelly and gross if you do that. but you hang it up to dry, let that microsilver go to work destroying the bacteria and stuff so that you can use your cloth over and over and over again. Wash it weekly and then give it a nice deep clean every few months. So I really recommend like quarterly to give your cloths a spa day. So we can wash all the time, right? We can wash every week. We can do the things just like we brush our teeth. We brush our teeth twice a day, but every 6 months we go to the dentist and the dentist can still get stuff off of our teeth, even though we're doing a good job taking care of them. Same thing with our cloths. Our washing machines can only get so deep, right? And so we have a microfiber deep cleanser, and I take a little lid full, throw it in the sink, throw my cloths in there with some warm water. It doesn't even have to be super hot, just some warm water. Throw them in there, let them soak for 20 minutes, rub them really good. It just helps to release all the grime that they're holding on to because those fibers are super small and super tightly woven, and they really do want to hold on to everything. That will revitalize your cloths, makes them super absorbent again, nice and soft. Make sure that that silver is good and clean. So that's just like your cloth care. It's not a lot. You can throw them in the washing machine. You can throw them in the dryer. You don't want to use, don't throw them in the dryer with towels. Towels make too much lint and they will grab all the lint. And you don't want to try picking lint out of these cloths. But jeans, shirts, all the other things, it's totally fine. No bleach, no dryer sheets, and no fabric softener. Okay, so just detergent and dryer balls. And then rub, rinse, repeat for your cloths as you're using them during the week. All right, our last one. We're going to do new products. I'll just show you a couple of them real quick because we've got some fun themed ones for the holidays. We got a window cloth that it's got fun ornaments on it. I really do like this tea towel because it is super huge and it would just look really great on your oven, right? It's just fun.
Cute.
And we have napkins that match it.
I ran out of room on my bingo sheet for that one.
You did? Did I have an extra?
I know, me too.
I might have had an extra. Well, all right. We'll just show you those ones then. We'll move on. I didn't
But I
realize
love
I had
those.
an extra.
They're
I
so
obviously couldn't count today. All right. Then let's play
I was
bingo.
gonna say, I wanted to tell you, I did have that mop system because I got it for signing up as a consultant. And then when I moved from my rental into my home that I purchased, I used it to clean the walls. I feel like I remember. But then when I moved out of that house, it stayed with that house and that resident or that person. So
Oh,
anyway,
they stole your
that's why I
mop.
don't know. Yeah.
That was not nice of them. Yes, I use my mop to clean my walls. I use my mop to clean our trailer. It is very handy. The outside of the trailer, I've used it to clean the outside of the house. It is a very all-around kind of event. And I really like that the handle like is super extendy. So
Yes, that's what I was saying earlier when I was like, I remember having an extended
yeah,
handle thing.
yeah, it can go up. So you've got a huge extension reach, and it doesn't matter. You can put it wherever you're comfortable to mop your floor. Because my kids, they have it down in the low setting, but my husband puts it like all the way up because he doesn't want to bend over at all when he mops. And it's just a simple twist to make it go up and down. So yeah, the mop is super versatile. Love the mop. All right, are you guys ready?
For play, yes.
Let's play bingo. So we're going for 4 in a row. Whoever gets it first gets a prize. Well, Dust jumped right out of there. So we're going to say Dust is our first one. Consultant kit. Cleaning paste. Kitchen. Party perks. Specials. Norwex magic. Windows. Glowing skin. Floors.
Bingo.
Yay! Good job, Desiree. All right, Michaela, we'll get you bingo too. Toilets. New products, which you guys didn't have room for. Laundry. Are you bingo yet?
Sorry. I was muted the whole time. I had a bingo.
You might
I
have got
have
it before me then.
that was quick enough.
It's okay. I get to send you both the prize. It's all good. Because you sat here and endured me for a whole hour. You should get a prize, right? I don't do that all the
You
time.
were you
Give
were
you
great. You're very informative and great examples and analogies, and
well, good. I'm glad.
I can see why you do very well.
I literally like this has really changed our lives. It has made such a difference in my home because so my story, real quick. My father-in-law got early onset Alzheimer's in his very early 50s. Okay. And we did tons of research and actually found out it's genetic. His dad had it. We didn't know he was a patient of Dr. Kevorkian after he got in a car accident, and so he didn't get to go far enough along that we realized he had Alzheimer's. Um, but my father-in-law had it, and with all the research and stuff we did, we found that chemicals were a catalyst to bringing that on sooner. And we noticed a huge decline in him. He was way up high in the IRS and it was working really good. He got to retirement. He retired and he started working at the golf course and he was working on the grounds and he was spraying the fertilizers and stuff every day. And he just down like so fast. It was terrible. And I was like, okay, we're not going to have chemicals in our house. And we had just had our first son when his diagnosis happened. And so we tried to get rid of all of things in our house and we were just using vinegar and essential oils to clean. I never really felt like my house was clean. It always smelled like salad dressing because the vinegar smell just doesn't go away. For 15 years that I did that until I got invited to a Norwex party. And when they told me I could take a cloth and water and clean my house and I could really get rid of the bacteria and stuff, I was absolutely floored. I'm like, no, there's no way that that can really be how it is. And so when I got this stuff in my hands and I was like, oh my gosh, I really can clean my house. It doesn't have to smell like salad dressing. And I didn't have to worry about my kids being around when I would clean because I literally would like kick them all out and be like, hey, I'm bleaching the whole house today because you guys can't be in it. I'm going to be in it, not thinking that it's going to damage me in any way because moms are immune, right? And I would clean everything. And then I remember that it would hurt my lungs and my eyes would hurt and stuff. And I would have a hard time breathing for a couple of days after I would massively clean my house. But I didn't want my family exposed to any of that. But then my son, for the very few amount of chemicals that we had in our house, my son actually got into one and drank it, and I had to call poison control. And they made me feel like I was the worst person in the whole history of the planet. Like, I was so ashamed that he had climbed up on the counters. This thing was on the top shelf in my laundry room. He had climbed up there while I was taking care of his brother and had gotten into something and drunken a swallow of it. And he was fine. We didn't have to go to the hospital or anything, but I felt so bad after that. And then I was like, fine, we're not even going to have any of it in the house, and I'm never going to clean the house ever. And so this was literally a godsend to get this in our lives. And so I really, we live and breathe Norwex. It really makes a difference. And so that is why I share it because it really has made a difference in our lives. So
That's awesome.
for saying that, but I really do love it. So I will send you this link to our recording. I'll get it downloaded to YouTube, so we just have a YouTube link for it. And then we can send it to everybody who missed us. We missed you, for those of you who missed us. And
Yeah.
then we'll have 24 hours of that free shipping offer for you guys. For anybody over $150, will get free shipping for the next 24 hours. And the skincare sale and the packages, all those things. Please let me know if you're like, I got a big list. I don't know what to do. Where do I start? Let me help you. That is my favorite thing to do. Okay, is make sure we can like tailor
Love it.
things to make it work for what you need in your household. Because nobody can just jump on the cliff and like, I'm going to change everything overnight. Nobody has that kind of money, right? I don't know. There's people who do. I obviously don't. But we can make steps and make it easy for you to make changes, have a party for you, help you get stuff for free. Like, I can help you do that. Okay. So thank you guys for hanging out with me. It's been super fun. And I will,
Thank you.
Michaela, if you will send me your address so I can send your prize for you tomorrow, that would be great. And I'll get those prizes in the mail for you guys tomorrow. And guess what you're going to get? My favorite sponge. Send you a Sperry sponge.
Oh,
Scratch free. Just get it wet. Clean all the things with it. Really great for glass top stoves.
Ooh, awesome.
And pair it with your
Oh,
cleaning paste, and you
perfect.
can tackle your oven. Burnt on crud in your oven, top your glass top stove. You'll love it. It's the best.
Well,
All right.
thank you.
You are very welcome. You guys have a fantastic night, okay?
You as
You
well.
too. Thank you
All
so much.
right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.